Hey everybody, this is Jeremy, and we are finally back into picking up our journey in Game Dev Tycoon. If you guys have not, be sure to check out episodes 1 and 2 that are up there for you all to enjoy. Want to hop back in and let's keep our story going here. If you recall, you may not, because again, it's been a minute. Players Inc. I think that's the name of our company. That's what we're doing right now. We are creating games. Our fearless founder and leader, Black Eye, has been creating these games, trying to reach what in the game will be that $1 million cash milestone, so that we can finally move out of our garage or our parents' garage or someone's garage. Perhaps a diddler's garage, I don't know, but move into a proper office where we can then create a team and create bigger, better games. So we're paused right now. Let's hop back into this. I'll be getting my bearings again as I kind of do things, but again, I've put a good amount of hours into this game. I have some idea of how to play it. So let's get going. We're gonna exit out. We're gonna get back into this. And yeah, we have 35 research points here, so we can research some game design and gameplay things. I think we developed a game engine not long ago, so I want to look into topics. I think that's our opportunity here, because we don't have a lot actually. So I think maybe these, I don't like any of these. If we're going to do law, I'm assuming simulation would be the genre that we would go with. So I say let's research law. What do we got here? The Gameling by Nintendo has been released. This is, of course, the Game Boy. This is Game Dev Tycoon's equivalent to that, right? So it is finally out, and it is going to, if it's like the real Game Boy, it may do gangbusters, which means we may want to get in front of, let's see here. So our last game that we released, Field Star, which is of course us playing off of Starfield, sold 48,000 units, generating 342,000, almost 343,000 in sales. So not terrible. You see, we've got about 485,000 here in cash. We've just completed research. Let's see here. New topic, law. So what do we want to do? Like I said, we created a game engine not long ago, and you see we don't really have a lot. It's not worth really doing that, exploring that. We could try to do some contract work, but I feel like we have enough money to where that's not something we really need to focus on. So with exploring that, we've unlocked Wild West. Ooh, let's see here. Now, again, we talked about the fact that the Gameling came out. Space, I'm thinking that maybe we get started on a game, and let's look at our game history here. Let's get reacquainted with some things. So yeah, we have Field Star. This is for young people. That was on the TES. We have Argmate, which is our pirate action game. We had Quake, which is a disaster simulation. Steal It Sam, which is our thief action game. Behold Napoleon, our history strategy game. Racing Aces, I mean, these all 575, 725, 7, 675, 75, and 8. So Field Star was actually from a financial and critical standpoint our best game. So we're trending in the right direction. Let's develop a game. Let's go young audience here. I'm wondering if we do space. And the game, let's see here. The Gameling right here. This is some things we unlocked from before. We know that the Gameling is great for a young audience. Action, RPG, simulation. Adventure is a no, and then strategy we don't know. It's 50,000 to acquire a license to develop the Gameling. I say we're going to do that. What do we do? Space action for the Gameling, and we're going to pick Play Engine as our engine. And what are we going to call this? Let's see here. I was gonna do Amongst the Stars. No kid would buy that. Let's see, Space Blaster with an exclamation. They were to have to think about this as kids in what, the 80s or something. This is dumb names they would play. So let's go with that. 2D graphics, that's what we want, and let's get going. So we've just burned through 110,000 to start development, as well as to get the license for this game, for the game platform, Gameling. How do we want to do this? Story quests? Yeah, we don't need any of that. So we don't need linear story. That's not worth investing in for this type of game. Let's see here. How are things developing? Let's see if we can really take advantage of the fact that this platform, we feel like it's going to blow up. I think those are good places to leave those at as far as what we're investing time and energy into. Let's get our design up. Let's get our technology up. Let's keep it going. Don't scratch your head, Black Eye. Come on, you got to keep it moving, Black Eye. Come on. Yeah, I think that's okay. We can keep that. I mean, I guess it's 2 pluses, so I say maybe we keep the mono sound here. That would be what we want. The growing interest in video games. There's also a growing audience for video game magazines. These magazines offer a great new way for game developers to market their upcoming games. So that's something new. Research. We can research marketing. That will help with game sales, getting the word out there. So we got 5 bugs. We're gonna wait for Black Guy to crush these bugs, and then we're gonna put it out. Ooh, more in design. Oh, another one in design. Nice. So we are done. New record on technology here. We've upped our skills, and all this 2D graphics version 2 has leveled up. Release the game. And what I want to do is, while we're waiting for it to get out, I think I want to research a new topic, and I think that's going to be Wild West. Maybe we create our own Red Dead Redemption, huh? First reviews for Space Blaster came in. Come on, come on, come on, come on. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Oh, 8? Okay. 7. Okay. Oof, oof, oof. 6. Oof. Come on, 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 come on. 8. So what does that put us at? Like 7.75? That's like I'm terrible at math. We'll wait for the research to get done on this, but look, we got some cash coming in. Moving units, 150 in sales right there. If you have more than 1 million in cash, we'll be able to move to the next level. We just talked about that. Maybe they're telling us this is going to be a hit. Ooh, the Master V, the Vena, obviously their Sega equivalent. We're not going to care about this. We know the Game Boy crushes, and so we're expecting that it's going to crush in the game. So we have Wild West. Let's generate a game report. 7.25. So I was somewhat off there. Yeah, like I said, not great. Right now, 277,000 in income, but it will be more. But let's go ahead and do a game report on this. Company sales record with 50,000. Look at that. And look at that. We're climbing right here. We might be able to get a milli off of this game. Maybe. Awesome. So what does our post-release analysis tell us? Level design seems to be quite important for this. Match. Space Young? Okay, so it's not great. Audience genre match isn't great. But we learned we got a game out. It's making us cash. We're almost at a mil. I feel like we're going to get there. All right, so we've got some new topics we can, again, research. Let's research Ninja. See what we can do there. Maybe we come up with our own, I don't know, our own Tenchu, right? I love Tenchu. Oh, bring back Tenchu, please. Okay, the Vena Gear release, and no one cares. We've successfully researched Ninja. So maybe we keep riding this by trying to put another game out there that can hopefully get some stuff going. We've developed history before, I believe. Do we go with a safe play here? Do we do mature history simulation, put it on PC? I mean, I think that's, I mean, let's go back and look at our game history. I feel like that's what Behold Napoleon was, right? Behold Napoleon was a strategic history game for everyone. Maybe if we cater it for more of a mature audience, it makes more sense. So let's just say the Behold Napoleon franchise is dead. And I mean, I don't know. Do we want to? We need more research points anyway. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So let's pick a topic. Let's do history again. Ooh, we could also go back to racing. I feel like that's a little bit of a cheat code there. You know what? Let's do... For the sake of us getting there, let's try to do this. Let's do history, strategy. Let's make it for mature audiences. You look at... Here's the thing, though. 13.6% of the market share. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna switch. Oh God, what can we do? What can we do? I mean, I don't think any of these really fit a young audience, right? Surgery a little bit, space a little bit, right? I don't feel like Ninjas fits a young audience, and maybe Wild West doesn't fit a young audience, but maybe it does. I mean, look, kids like Cowboys and stuff, right? A Wild Wild West RPG for young people. So I guess, yeah, let's make our Red Dead equivalent, except it's not going to be that at all because it's for young kids. We're gonna borrow from Wild and Out West, right? Us in the Midwest, we know that there's an internet provider called Wide Open West. This is Wild and Out West. This is our own WoW, right? Hey, WoW, right? World of Warcraft. Hey, we're crushing it right now with all the similarities and different plays. Okay, let's go next. V2. Let's get started. Let's see what we can get going here. Space Blaster is off the market now, which means that we aren't going to have income from that game anymore. We're going to add linear to it. We're going to turn down the gameplay. The engine doesn't seem like it makes a lot of... I don't want to completely just crush it because I don't have these hints yet. So I'm going to get that started. Let's see what we can get going here. We've got $850 in cash. Now we're at $842. It's going to go down for a little, but we're making moves, man. Like we're trying, we're getting there, right? Hey, we started this with 400,000 and now we've basically doubled it off of one game, so we're gonna get there. Graphics, we know that's there. For an RPG, it's less about sound. The world design, it has to be world design, right? Which means we could probably just go basic sound with this. Yeah, it has to be that, right? Okay. I mean, you think about all the great RPGs out there, it's the world. You think about your Final Fantasies, you think about your Skyrims, you think about, like, even your Red Deads, it's the world, you know? In 2 months, the G64 will be taken off the market. Remember, the G64 is the equivalent of the Commodore 64. So the Commodore 64 eventually dies after having one point owned the market. 21 and 14. So new record in our design. Look at that engine, artificial. We're doing it. We're doing it. We have 44 research points. We're going to generate a game report now. I want to get these research points up and we can start looking at some things. Okay, do we have a hit? Oof, 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 oof. 10, 10. Come on, come on. Oof, 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 oof. 10. Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, don't do, oh, 10, 10, 10. Okay, can we get a fourth 10? I've never gotten 4 10s. Oh, the game doesn't do it. It will not give you 4 10s. It will always give you... Guys, we got a hit. We got a hit. We're moving. We're moving on up to the east side now. Guys, look at it. Shipped 240 units. Over 100K. Guys, we just jumped to 2.5 mil cash. Guess what? New office. Do we want to hold on in this garage? Or do we want to move to the office? Well, I mean, look, this screwdriver thing is weird here. So we're going to move. We're going to pay 150,000 and we're going to move to an office and we're going to build our team up. Okay. But you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Here we are. Welcome to our new office. Now that we have a bigger office, you can also hire staff and forge a world-class development team to make even better games. Okay. All right. So we've got that research out of the way with the game report. Hardware manufacturers. Well, yep. So this is the Commodore or the Goverdor going down. Our post-release analysis of Wild 'N Out West is complete. Engine seems to be not important for this type of game. Guys, we've crushed it. Look at us. We're making so much money. So one thing we can do is we have to train ourselves in order to do this. Now, Black Eye has been doing his whole thing on his own. We haven't had to lead a team, but now Black Eye is ready. So the first thing, before we can hire anyone else, well, first let's go through the training options. But before we can hire anyone else, we have to train them on staff management. This allows them to hire and fire people. But there's also other things that will come into play in regards to talent. You see here, there's design, there's technology, there's speed, and there's research. You can push these metrics up and down. People that you recruit will have different numbers of these metrics. So someone may just have 100 design, but they may have 700 technology. Well, then they're really good for things like developing game engines and really technical aspects. Someone may have 400 design, but maybe 150 technology, which means they're better for designing things like world design or level design and different artistic things like that. The speed is how fast they can do it, and then obviously how good they are at research. Let's get our guy trained up so we can start filling positions. You see, we're able to hire someone right away. We just got word that Wild 'N Out West, which has recently released by Players Inc., has racked up over 500,000 in sales. We wonder how many more it will sell. Let's see if we can. Oh, we're gonna push over 600. I don't even know if we'll reach a mil, but surprise hit with players. The developer is fairly new to the gaming industry, but we cannot wait to see what they will develop next. So guys, I think Wild 'N Out West, I think that's a franchise for us. So when we're eventually able to develop sequels and create those kind of franchises, we'll go back to Wild 'N Out West every once in a while because it is our franchise. We can't just abandon it now. You released 2 games on that platform and earned a total of 347,000. Yeah, the G64 treated as well. It treated as well. Sorry to see you go, buddy. Well done. You successfully completed your management course and are now able to hire your very first employee. So let's hire our first employee. Let's get that accomplished today. So let's see here. When we talk about complex algorithms, we're talking about that technical aspect of it, I believe. We're talking about game demo. We're maybe talking about a mesh of both. And showreel, I think it's maybe more design. That from what I can recall, I think I'm gonna go game demo here, and my budget for this first employee to find someone is going. Let's go 100K. I mean, we got a lot of money, but I mean we ain't rolling in it. We're gonna search for our first employee, folks. Let's see here. Alrighty, so we've got Gene Larson, 123 in design, 276 in technology, the speed of 181, research of 261. Their salary is 17K per month. Next person is Rose Jennings, 253 in design, 146 in technology, experience level is level 2, speed of 182, research is 264, 17K per month. And then Lori Johnston, level 2, 245 in speed, 144 in research, salary is 18K. They have 241 technology, 158 in design. I don't really like anyone. 123 and 276, 140, 150, 241. Lori Johnston, I think that's the play here. So let's hire her, and now we can create medium games because we have a team. And so we have, in order for our new employee to actually start to do work on our team, they need to have a staff welcome training. Think about that like, I don't know, your onboarding training, right? You go and you have your introduction. This is essentially that, right? So we have to send her off to get trained. My guy's feeling a little tired because he had to do a lot of stuff like deciding who to hire. So he's going to chill for a minute until he gets his energy back up a little bit more. So Wild 'N Out West is now off the market. It sold 775,000 units, generating 5.4 million in sales. That game it treated us well. So Project Manage. So now we have some things we can research and look at. So I was thinking about marketing. Marketing is pretty beneficial, but medium games is, I think, what I want to look at next, because as we build out our team, we'll be able to make bigger, more complex games. Medium games is the next step in that, and then I believe large games is after that. But it allows us to create bigger games, and bigger games create, ideally, larger revenue. So we're going to start researching that. I know I said he was a little bit tired. He'll get over it. He's cool. He's already recovered some energy. He'll be straight. Hi, boss. I have a knack for security, and I think we could really do with some security upgrades in our office. I have done some research, and I think with an investment of 50K or 50,000, we would be a lot safer than we are now. What do you say? I say that I'm freaking breaded up. So yeah, go ahead, invest 50K. 50K? What's 50K? You know what I'm saying? That's nothing. So go ahead and do that. What I also would like you to do, I'm wondering if I should try. I kind of want to train her, but I don't. I want to save those research points. So, oh yeah, that's right. No, yeah, I can. So I think I want to have her researching marketing. That's what I want. And we basically, hi, Black Guy. I have followed the progress of Players Inc. for a while, and it seems that your recent expansion, you have started developing larger games. Larger games deserve to be seen by more people, and this is where a publisher can come in handy. A publisher will market and publish your game around the world. They will also help fund development. In return, they keep most of the profits, but since the game will sell a lot more, it is usually still worth it. I could put you in touch with some publishers so you can look at some of the available contracts. Just let me know, Jasmine Droke. Find publishing contract has been unlocked. It is accessible in the action menu. So, if I click away, find publishing deal. So what's happening here is that what you can do is you can have publishers that have certain games they want developed. You can develop those certain games. Those certain games have to meet a requirement. So for instance, a minimum score, and it has to be a medium-sized game. This can be any game. For like instance, this can be a minimum score 4. It has to be a medium-sized game. It has to be a target audience of everyone. If you're able to hit these quotas, then you're good to go. You get 8% royalties and an upfront pay of 60K. But if you don't, you're penalized 125,000. So you have to be careful with these. These are a good way to kind of build up your fans. You see, we have 5.7K fans. The larger fans you have, the more sense it makes for you to start developing medium games and publishing your own games. Now, this game Dev Tycoon is kind of weird in the fact that we were just publishing our own games, but now when we're making medium games, we aren't big enough to publish our own medium games. So we need we're not big enough to publish our own large games, so we need publishers to publish our larger or medium-sized games. But we just had one person and we were still publishing games. So, but it's whatever. Anyway, it's an interesting thing to look at. So we have to look and see, does any of this sound interesting? So you have to look out for stuff like this, right? Like Detective, we don't have it researched, but even if we did, we don't have a license to the Master V. So if we took this contract, we would get paid this, but let's say we didn't meet it, right? We would pay to get the license. We would get the 75 up front, but then we have a penalty of 175 in addition to maybe the 50 to 70,000 we have to pay for the license. So then it doesn't end up being worth it, and you kind of get really hammered on it. With something like this, it's Disasters. It's a minimum score of 4. It's a medium-sized game, and the target audience is everyone. I feel like that's something that we can do. We have Disasters researched already. We have the license for the game link already. The royalties aren't great, but none of these royalties are great. And I'm also wondering if this is something that I want to do with just one person. So I think the best next play is to actually fill another position. And so let's go showreel. I think I want someone that's, because this person's a little bit more, it's higher in design, I think, right? Isn't that their, oh God. Let's wait until she gets done researching. Do train. No, they're hiring. Yeah, they're hiring technology. So we want someone that's a little bit higher in design. And I'm gonna go 150. Man, I'm gonna go 200. I'm gonna find another person. Let's just get another person. And I think the three of us can handle a contract. The contracts might change. I think they may change from month to month. So this is a level 1. It's 122. This is 260. 148 split. 139. This is 23K a month, but this is actually a really good person. Good design and okay talent, okay technology right there. Susie Manley, you're hired. What a name, huh? So we're gonna start them on training. There's a new employee, so part of this whole thing goes down because there's a new employee. They haven't been trained yet. They need to get synergy. So as they create and develop games together, they will get better. Okay, well, let's see here. Let's try to get going on some stuff. I think maybe we focus on some regular contract work. And the reason I say that is because I think the team, this is a new team, we need to get reps in, right? So let's hammer it down. Let's sit down and get these contracts figured out. Ooh, contract work. I've heard you've been successful in the gaming business, so taking contract work. Medium-sized contracts have been unlocked. Okay, cool. So let's see what else we've got here. I don't need huge contracts. I'm just trying to get the team reps. So that's that. I mean, we're losing money. We're not making enough money to make up for what we're losing. 4 and 23, I think we can do that. So you see this is going up. She's getting confidence. The team is more synergized. They're getting confidence. This is what we want. Stop drinking your coffee or whatever and give me some technology points. Okay, so let's just get rid of all these. And I think we're ready to tackle. The games might have changed. The games have changed. 2 of them are extracts. So none of these games that are available are games that we have. So I guess we're just going to develop another small game. That's fine. Again, get those reps in, right? So we didn't unlock more information in regards to Wild West. Maybe we can unlock some information in regards to the ninja genre. And I'm gonna go E for everyone on this, and I'm gonna go action because that just seems like it makes sense. And PC is going up. So that's what I'm going to pick because it's the cheapest to develop for anyway. We're going to do Play Engine, and we're just going to call it Go Ninja Go. Homage to TMNT. Let's start development. Now this may end up being terrible, so just keep that in mind. Okay, linear story, I don't think we need that. Okay, let's go. This may end up being terrible. I have strong feelings this is going to be a bad game. And so if that's the case, it may be good to get a bad rep out of the way. The Sega Oasis, or the Vena Oasis, which is the Sega Genesis, of course. Artificial intelligence up there, dialogue, basically no. So let's keep going there. Not high points right here. So this game is not going to be good. Design sound. Let's go back to mono. And yeah, let's do this. Oof, a lot of bugs. It was pretty even in its development between design and technology. Oof. Hey, oof. Get rid of those bugs. Oof, no. Okay. Oh no. God. Come on, man. New record on technology. Okay. Leveled up black eye. We've got the other two that are getting leveled up. better user experience level editor. That's what we want. So let's research. Let's research. And do we want to research a new topic, or do we want to research a new, here we go, werewolf? Let's do that. And here's what I'll say. You generate a game report. You research. I don't know who really has the fastest. It doesn't really matter. Post-apocalypse, yes. So we're really just trying to get the genres. I mean, I'm kind of sprinting towards getting these genres revealed, so that way we know what kind of games we can develop and build around as far as franchises. 6656. So what, 5.75? Not a good game. You know, yeah, 12K. Is it going to, I mean, is it even offsetting our monthly costs? Ninja and action is a great combo. Graphics seems to be very important for this type of game. Okay, so do I want to train? Do I want to train? Let's train. So I want to train her. I think this trains what, design and technology, mostly technology. Let's just get her leaning into her strengths a little bit more. We have someone that kind of offset that. She's actually stronger in design than I think this person is stronger in technology. So, and yeah, it's basically like kept it static as far as money goes. All right. So we're kind of at an influx. We have to think about what the next move is going to be. And I want to do that. We will do that in the next episode. So be sure to tune in, subscribe. And again, appreciate everyone following this, joining in. Looking forward to getting us up. I mean, hey, we had an objective, right? We came in here saying we got to get to a milli. Get to a mill, we can move to a different office. Well, guess what? We're in a different office now. And we crushed it with Wild and Out West. We've got to figure out the path forward. And I know we will. Black Eye is a good leader, a good captain. He's going to keep us. We've got Lori. We've got Susie. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have other people that join us. So it's going to be good. Stay tuned. And as always, thanks for tuning in. And we will catch you on the next level.